Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope that you guys are doing beautifully. I hope that you're doing splendid. I hope you're having a blessed day so far. All right. Just being 10 toes down. All right. And what you know and who you are authentically. Okay. You guys, I know that I take breaks. Okay. And that is because I am doing what my spiritual conscious is allowing me to do. Okay. That's the reason why I do that. And I appreciate you guys being patient with me. All right. And I work very hard. All right. At a 9 to 5. All right. And I put in a lot of work into my life. And sometimes that's very tiresome. But I still try and find my time to put out messages and things like that. Now, I just don't want to overexert myself. And also, as I said, my spiritual consciousness, it's like, um, for example, I'm not going to sit down when I'm fully, totally drained, okay, and do a reading because whether you know it or not, when you do things like that, you pull that energy out of yourself and you spread it amongst the collective. I don't care who believes what I'm saying or not. It's just the truth. And it seems as though that stress that you have not let go of your day, your week, your month, what have you. Okay. Sometimes, it leaks off into the energy and it is spread amongst. And that is you guys taking on my energy, my stress that day. If I'm mad, and I don't get mad too often, you got to do something dire for me to get mad. Because I promise you, okay? But it's just, I'm not going to do that, okay? And the other day, I was looking through my news feed on YouTube, right? Y'all, there is this gentleman. Now, I don't remember his name and don't really care to because he put this feeling inside of me that it was all wrong. Okay. And this man looks like he got some misinformation or, he's just a full fledged stalker or something like that. Okay. Okay. But that's what I'm saying. You got to watch who you're listening to on YouTube and you got to watch who is putting off that energy. Because when you put that energy out there, you tend to bring in strange individuals that it's like they're not on a frequency with you and could never be. And it's like they tend to send spiritual attacks. Now, me, myself, and I have peeped the scene so much. I know who the voodoo practitioners are. I know which ones that are teaching things to push an agenda. I know, okay? But that's for me to know. And for me to try to shun individuals from watching these people by calling out names, I'm not going to do that. Okay? Because the thing about it is God reveals all within time. Okay? So I let him fight my battles. But I have been spiritually attacked since I've been on this platform. I've had people coming up against me. I have people trying to steal my content, use it as theirs, and come up even though they've done their work and put it already in. But it's like these are the people that you're gonna see fall. Okay, I'm not hoping for it. I'm not wishing for it because I could care less because I don't know these people. Okay, so why would I want to come up against people that I don't know? Exactly. Key point in word. All right. So we're gonna get into a reading, you guys, and this dude. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he called out one of these readers who, yeah, I know they're not right. Okay. But that's for people to find out. That's not for me to go into or call names because I could care less about these people. Uttering one's name, and people don't know this. If you feel like somebody's doing something to you, okay, well, Let them do it, because that's their low vibrating worm snake crawling behind. Okay? If you feel like you're that dirty and you feel like you just, oh, go on. Okay? That's you, because I find it very funny. Okay? Because half of these people out here, like they say, you got to watch what you eat. You got to watch what you, the ingredients in situations also. So, even in the wordplay, okay? So it's like, by you sitting here acknowledging these people, knowing that they're not really about too much, that's giving them the upper hand. They feel like they won, because at least you're giving them some type of attention, right? That's what they want. They want your attention. Don't give it to them, because it's toddler play. Okay? We're grown over here. Okay? Let's get into this. Right about now, I'm asking God, my divine heavenly protectors, my angels of the white light, my spirit guides, and my ancestors, please come through and protect me and my soul family, my love lights, my soul tribe, okay? My collective, all right? Protect us all from these evil wrongdoers. We are grateful. We show gratitude. Even when there is very little, we are still grateful to be here. All right, to live in our purpose and have our knowledge instilled. All right, amen, amen, and amen. Let's get into this, y'all. Okay. Like I said, thank y'all for being here. Thank you for your support. All right. Thank you for, showing up. All right. Let's get into this. Okay. Okay. Ooh, see what I'm saying? Voodoo in blue. See what I am saying? Okay. Something told me to get up on here and do a message here. Yeah. Like, these people get off by doing voodoo. They hand make things. Watch the hand that stirs the ingredients to be ingested. Okay. These are voodoo practitioners. These are people here that's trying to spread not only word of mouth agenda, but ingesting. Okay. That's part of the scheme. That's part of the hypnotism. Okay. Yeah, look, Marie Masquerade. And that's how I say it. Glamour, intrigue, and drama. Yeah, these are people that are jealous hearted. These are jealous hearted individuals with no pure intent to share anything that is motivationally correct. Okay? These are people that are trying to make individuals stay stuck in cycles, stay stuck in zones. They may come across as though they're this and they're that, but in reality, that's not even it. They're jealous-hearted individuals that want to give back by doing wrong and evil works into the world and speaking it into existence for people to be stuck. Okay, to get into their soul and spirit, to drain it energetically. Okay? Yeah, you can't go back to yesterday. Okay? Yeah, Violet Duchess. Stifled, bored, and stuck. Nature communication. Yeah, these are people that sit there and say that they're connected. Yeah, they're connected to the sources or whatever. And I swear that comes out all the time. And they're jealous of you if you are. Okay, they're jealous of you. They don't want your word across because, ooh, you're really who you say you are. Yeah, Nautilus Princess, power for personal growth here. Yeah. Just like they say, a card is a card, but the wisdom is instilled within. Okay? You can pick a card all day long and look at it and come up with different references for it. But it's still, at the end of the day, just a card, right? But the energy speaks for itself all the time. All right? Now, these are people that don't want you to believe that there's a brighter day, a brighter way, but I just want to keep taking you through the same aspect as I did a year ago, a month ago, 2 weeks ago, a week ago. Come on, man. It's got to get better than that. The energy has to shift. Okay? You cannot keep it. And that is part of the agenda. They want to keep the energy in the same gravitation that it is, and it has to shift. And see, we have individuals here with this power for personal growth that have seen past that wall, that barrier that they're trying to keep up against the collective, okay? Yeah. Because these people, they do spiritual work, and it's not right. Pink Lotus Fairy, a time for spirit, okay? They do the dark, okay? Don't take it wrong what I said, spiritual work. No. Spiritual work is right when you're working it the right way. But when you're doing the wrong things to really go against the real spiritual right of a person that is trying to figure this out for themselves. Because a lot of people really don't know anything about certain things. But when individuals are warning people about these things, it's hard to believe when you got all these people in the same box pushing the same agenda, okay? When you find somebody that's outside the box that scares you, that's how they got individuals, okay? All right? Now, as I said, it's time for spirit. Yeah, it's really time for this to cease, because it is really coming to a head to where it's overcrowding of this agenda. And the more that they overcrowd, the more that they feel that they'll overtake the real. Okay? Yeah, the three fates, what comes around. So these people out here, and it's the scary thing. That's why I wanted to kind of touch on that guy the other day that I had watched, because it freaked me out. Because I'm like, if you are that bent on getting even with a tarot reader out here that kind of pissed you off, even though they do tell you these readings, ooh, that negative energy, that these readings, they're, don't take them personal. Every reading is not for you. No, it's not. But some people don't understand that. That's why I'd rather educate than miseducate and guide people in a way to where it's nothing to sit down and think about. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes people think too hard, and some people just don't have that understanding of that's not your message, or this, it sounds oddly familiar, but yet and still everyone walks a different path, and it's not your story. It could be someone's story in Oregon and you're all the way in California. It could be somebody's story, but it's like, things don't take them to heart. Okay? It's like being conditioned to take things to heart. Don't do that. Just listen to it with a grain of salt. And if certain situations start playing out for you, all right, and you're just like, okay, well, I did listen to that message the other day, and this looks oddly familiar, okay? It sounds familiar to what that is. Just peep the scene, because that is your spiritual consciousness telling you to pay attention to the things around you. If you really think about it, you don't need anybody telling you anything, because you already know. But the thing about it is getting that confirmation, that verification that yes, I am right. But deep inside, you know you're right. Okay? So never doubt your intuition to trust another person's intuition. I don't care if it's me or somebody else. Don't doubt yourself. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm telling you, you're right. And God is trying to tell you whatever source that you go through. Fairy of divine hand, okay? Intoxication, distorted view, and overindulgence. Yeah, these are people that keep doing things over and over again. They may be under the influence when they do these things. They say that they're not under the influence, but in actuality they are, okay? Some of these people, they read while they're under the alcoholic influence. Some of these people, they read. There's nothing wrong with, the herb. Doing things like that. But let me tell you something. Some people connect a little higher when they do that. There's nothing wrong. It's like people try to tell you, if there was something wrong with herb, how come it's grown on God's green earth? Okay? But abusing it, yeah, that's a little something different. But just sitting there trying to connect, because some people do. Okay? I used to freaking smoke. Yeah. I mean, I will. Everybody has to grow up. Everybody has to change. And when people decide to grow up and change, people look at them as though they're going against the creed of low vibrational ethics. What is that? Nobody wants to remain low vibrational for the rest of their life. So for someone to want to gravitate higher to a higher consciousness, that's fine. It's just that don't try to hold anybody back from what they do. But see, some of these people, they're just over indulging in doing what they're doing because they could be seeing numbers go higher, or they could be seeing it's all about popularity, it's all about money, it's all what I can get from hurting you to keep you on a lower consciousness. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, I hope you guys are, because I try to explain things so you understand, okay, what it is. And people get mad because of that, y'all. In their feelings and everything. Yeah, winged seer, you see clearly, clairvoyance. As I was saying, going back to the fact that when you see something for yourself, and when you feel something, that consciousness, your consciousness, and some would call it Christ consciousness, okay? Within you, your intuition, that's telling you, like, I knew it. Baby, because a lot of our ancestral roots, okay, a lot of our ancestral roots are deep within the spirit, okay. A lot of us were handed down these gifts from generation to generation, and sometimes it'll skip a generation, okay. Just like your grandmother was a psychic medium, a seer, clairvoyant, okay. Her mother was a root worker. Okay, she wasn't into too bright, but the daughter, she got the clear view, the Christ consciousness, and then it went on down to the generations, and then you got the New Agers that you don't know which way they're going. Okay, you don't know whether they're good or bad, but all you do is wish them the best, because if you put too much bad out there, it's gonna come right back to you. Okay, which some people, they don't even believe in what they say. They don't believe in what they do. It's just all about getting, being noticed, receiving, without putting in the work. As that generational thing keeps going and keeps going, you can have an evil one this generation, a good one this generation, a good one this generation, an evil one this generation. And you could just, when that evil starts getting in there, that's when you make those generational curses appear. For when the next generation comes, they got to sit there and break that, because your dumb ass done sat up and did all this crazy stuff. So it's good against evil. There's a spiritual war out here, whether people believe it or not. It's not just you sitting here on a computer screen or your phone or whatever that is. This is real. This is going on in the atmosphere. And if you're awake and your eyes are open, you will see it every day. Okay? There are people that just say, oh, I'm this and I'm that. But yet and still, they don't want the real freaking people that's going to tell you the truth about shit. Excuse my language, and I'm pardon me. I said shit. But tell you the truth about shit. They're not going, I'm telling you now, they're going to try, man. They're going to try so hard to drown them out. Okay. We have bankrupt here. Now, I feel as though people are putting hexes on people to drain them spiritually, energetically, financially, okay? Because bankrupt, that could be bankrupt in many different ways. Going broke in many different ways. Just, it's like they're doing, look, it come out over voodoo and blue. Okay? So these people are doing hexes, spells, root work. Okay? People are trying to drain individuals energetically, the ones that in a way know more spiritually than they do, so they can get heightened. But the thing is, that's going to drive them crazy mentally. Okay, they're going to end up in a freaking white jacket in a white padded room talking about, did you see that? No, I didn't. Okay, we're going to be seeing things. These are people that like to keep drama, gossip going about you. Okay, carless. These individuals could be playing with your car. Okay, watch your car at night, things like that, because they don't want you to be able to be mobile. And if you are mobile, it's like they want to do things to make it hard for you to move forward, like car repair, things like that. That's another way to keep your wallet drained, because let's face it, when you got to fix your car, hey, that's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot goes into that automobile to keep it going. But these people are sending attacks towards everything in your life. Okay, your livelihood. All right. Mm-hmm. But see, you know this and you protect yourself. And they don't like that. They don't like people being warned to protect their self. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Bad karma here. All right. And it's a way to deal with individuals like that. Not only protecting yourself and knowing that you are protected, but by ignoring it. Okay. Because you know the little low vibrational things that people say. You know the little low vibrational bullying. You know, we're too old for that. And it's like, it's nonsense. But these people that are doing this, it's like they're getting bad karma for stopping your purpose, what you're supposed to be doing in life, how you're supposed to be in your gravitational rule of your life right now. Okay? It's these people that are facing bad karma. But it's these people that also will play this off. Okay? They'll act like everything's freaking cake and cookies and candy and Kool-Aid. Alright? Lemonade, marmalade, whatever. Okay? But it's really not. Look. Because spirit's breaking these people. You saw that bankrupt, what they want to do to you, right? You got broke ass right here. No, I don't care. You got broke ass. These people, it's like they were once able to live their life in a luxurious way. Now they're not. They're blaming you, thinking it's because of you. Okay, sitting there deeming you as the bad, the voodoo, the root worker, when you're all healing, you're light, okay? You're a beloved light, okay? Now these people, it's like, now they're getting back what they gave out. It's in the energy, it's in the air, and it's so real right now. Okay, whether they want to know it or not, look. These people want to be like you so bad, they want to siphon your energy. This could be through electronics, through anything, through pictures, whatever they can get of you, because they're trying to be like you. These people, it's like, it's the craziest thing. And energy siphoning comes with impersonating someone. You impersonate someone just like actors. The world is a stage. These people, they got to study for these roles so long, and then they become that person. And that's when they absorb that energy to actually act as though they are that person. And some of them are so believable. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay? So just like when you could have 3 people doing this, you could have up to 3 people watching you. Yeah, what am I saying? Thief. Stealing from the collective. Anything, intellectual property, ideas, things. Oh, I came up with that first. And no, you didn't. Because you knew nothing about it until you got schooled about it. Okay? Just like me. I'm not going to say nothing unless I know for sure. Okay? I'm pretty much, I've educated myself in my life. No, I don't have any college degrees and university. I don't have all that. What I got is God on my side. And that's enough a degree for me. Okay, so I don't need all that. I don't need all that justification. I don't need somebody to pat me on my back. You know why? Because God pats me on my back each and every day. Do you understand? And with that, I know I'm very much so powerful. So that's where people got me messed up. So it's like, if you want to just keep on doing what you're doing and your little antics and whatever, okay, that's fine. But I know what side I ride on, what I fight. I will be on the front line. Don't play with me. Okay? People be coming with that, you know what? I ain't gonna tell y'all that. The proof was in the air and the pudding and everything that comes with me. Okay? I am who I am on and off of this. Okay? I talk to people just like I sit here and I talk to y'all on my videos when I put them out. I don't sit here and act like I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. When you peg yourself as perfect, that's putting you in a people pleaser box. Like, oh yes, I have to look this and I have to know the hell. Some days I wake up and I swear to God, I have a ponytail on top of my head and I just won't. Some days I don't feel like it. Some days, no, you're not going to catch me all. I don't feel like doing all that because that's not all that to me. That's why people are headed down the wrong way now. It's fine. Fix yourself up. Yes, fix yourself up. Look beautiful because that's what you're meant to be. But you know what? That beauty shines from within. It don't matter if you put that damn makeup on. If you are rotten on the inside, you're going to look decayed on the outside. Okay? It don't matter. You trying to be too perfect. That's dumbing down your freaking... That's dumbing you down. Okay? There's an offer here. I don't know which way. Romantic, work, whatever. But it's like maybe somebody now they want to come in and offer you back what they took from you. But see, spiritually, this is getting drained from them and they know this and they feel like if I do something right, then maybe this will stop. But no. That's really the wrong way to look at it because in the beginning of the situation, all the strife that you caused in one's life, you should have thought about that before you even did this. There's no offer in the world that's going to make this right. Because whoever is protecting, the collective, whoever is protecting out here and is very strong, you're not going to be able to get out of this. You're not going to talk your way out of this. You're not going to bribe anybody out of this. You're not going to do any of that. Now people are wanting to reach out to the seer. People are wanting to be there for the support and everything. Knowing that what they were doing behind their back, they think they don't know, but baby, you know every move. And you know everybody that had each and everything to do with it. Okay? They hide behind these freaking images. And that kills me. Because I'm like, you gotta do all that just to be you? You need to go back to the very beginning. Like, baby, you need to go back to the birth canal. That's where you need to go. You really do. Because these people, they don't realize what they're doing till they start losing. And when they start losing loved ones and things like that, and just, whoa, that was a weird experience. And they start seeing haints in the house and, dobbies and things like that. Okay. Yeah. You don't believe, huh? A lot of these people, it's like, beyond belief. But they believe now. Because it's not a joke. Okay? Yeah, we got frozen. Okay? Look, it fell. This is what's going on right now. Because they wanted you stonewalled. They wanted you froze. They didn't want you to speak, okay? They were probably putting you in the freezer. With the lemon juice and all that. That's what they say, I think. I don't know for sure because I've never thought about putting nothing in the freezer but frozen food and meat. But you understand what I'm saying? It's like they wanted to stop you, freeze your accounts, freeze your assets, things like that. Things that make your life better so that they can go on and what they're saying about you, it can make sense to other people. Oh, they're broke, they're poor, they're nothing. They're, Yeah, now they're sitting here looking stupid. Cars breaking down and things like that. Yeah, they're out here indulging in risky behavior. Okay? These people are in freaking sex ritual cults and all type of stuff, sitting here trying to do stuff to you. Okay? Yeah. Stuff to your vehicle. Things like that. Cutting brake lines. Stupid crap. Make sure your car is locked. Make sure your car is locked. Okay? Yeah. Observing here. But see, there's a watchful eye that is observing morning, noon, and night. Even while you sleep, you are protected. They fight, okay? They fight them demons off. And under this watchful eye, they saw everything that these people were doing, and they're receiving their karma right now. Okay? Huh. Yeah, it's raining down on them. It's raining down on them. They're losing money. Yeah, look. Spirit at the bottom of the deck. They're losing money. Because, see, God's not playing. He's making his presence known. Okay? All these people, yeah, they're trapped. All they have is memories here of when they could come up against you, and how you wanted to make them happy, and that's all you wanted, and you neglected yourself. That's what they want. Okay? Yeah. You're not there. You're not there. All they can think about is just being trapped in a capsule of time. Like, oh, remember when you wanted to be like them so bad, but look where it got you. Look where this thievery and all this got you. All these injustices. Look where it got you. Okay, them two flung out. Let me get them out. Okay. Do you understand? Whoop, three of them. Okay, we have signs and synchronicities bottled up in witchcraft. What did I say about people trying to put you in the jar, in the freezer, bottled up? You're receiving signs about this, okay? You've received signs. These people are out here doing aggressive witchcraft, voodoo, whatever it is, to try to take you out, to keep you out of the loop, okay? To have you looking like you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. But these people are crazy as hell, going north at 150 miles per hour, and they're going to end up in the local mental ward, all right? That's what they're going to get. They don't see it right now, but their life is being turned upside down. They're, how would you say they're being put into a mental psychosis as seeing things, psychotic breaks, okay? Visits to the hospital for unknown ailments, illnesses, okay? They don't know which way they're going. They do not know which way they are headed. They're scared. They wish they never, ever, ever did anything to you or anyone. Because these are people that they rule by using magic. They rule by mixing ingredients by hand and saying, how do you say, carnations, or however, doodly doodly doo. Okay, whatever. Because I don't get, I speak positivity into the universe, not negativity. Because I know each and every time it's going to come down and crash and burn right on my head. And I forgot what movie that is. That little boy said, it's going to rain on your head. Was that The Color Purple? Yes, I think it was. Yeah, it's going to rain on your head. Misery rains down. Okay. Okay, we got the Nine of Pentacles here. Okay. Somebody's mad because you're out here. You're single. Somebody said that you could not do it on your own, but you're doing it on your own. You're just fine. You're independent. Okay. You don't ask anybody for anything. How are you making it? How are you getting ahead? Well, you know what? Hey, let's attack them. Then we'll see if they come running. And baby, even if you went through a dark area, you did not. It didn't get that dark. It got a little gray, but it didn't get that dark. Okay? Virgo energy there. Alright? I could be speaking to an earth sign here. Don't have to be. Okay? You're just in that energy of independence. You don't need these people. And it's like they're all out here risky doing things and spending money on stuff that just doesn't make any sense. Okay? It's like, you know, you could have to, what came across my mind right then and there, what I was given, is sometimes you got to watch the mechanic that you go to, because any mechanic that worked on a vehicle of yours before, let's just say you left someone or you got out of some type of situation, you dealt with the same mechanic, or the family mechanic, don't trust that person. Don't trust that person. Just shop around for the best deal. Don't trust that person. Because these people are, they're going to low blows. Okay? But it's happening to them. You're protected. I feel like some of y'all, something was done to your car. but you're so protected that it just went undetected. Okay, yep. Look, the high priestess here. Them intuitive gifts. The things that you know everybody does not have to know, but you do know. Okay? So there's nothing hidden from you. There's nothing hidden, but all revealed. So these people, they sitting up there looking like dumbasses because the simple fact of the matter is, you know. You know who the people are that are coming at you. Yep, and the chariot was at the bottom of the deck there, y'all. Let me show you before I shuffle or whatever. The chariot, okay? I don't know if you can see that, but the chariot, okay? People messing with your stuff. Here we have the page of pentacles, yeah. Pocket watching, trying to see how much you got, what you're doing, what's going on with you, how were all these opportunities handed out to you, and it's trickling down. That's what they wanted. They didn't want you to get anything. They wanted to be the bearer of bad news. Okay. So we got Virgo, Pisces, okay, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo out here. Let's just say it like that. Okay. Yeah. Once again, at the bottom of the deck, the chariot. Yeah, just be mindful of that. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse here. So the thing is, all this backstabbing, all this stuff, it's like people are wanting to come clean and get out of these contracts. They're wanting to get out of these commitments, these things that they said they wanted to do against you or against anyone. Somebody wants to come clean about this and who they've been working with. And who they've been working with, it may or may not surprise you. Okay? Capricorn energy. It may or may not. A lot of earth energy out here with Pisces. You can have Pisces in your chart, okay? Somebody's very grounded, very intuitive here. Alright? It's like, who were you really playing with? People play with the wrong people. Look, the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody misses that they could slow you down and come up off of you. Somebody had built stability here off of you. Once again, earth energy. Somebody had built stability off of you. Okay? But the thing is, they're losing all this stability right now. Everything is crashing and burning and they don't know what to do. It's like they didn't see it coming. Like I said about signs and synchronicities. You guys might have been seeing things as 777. Okay? Like 444. Okay? Because you're highly protected out here. And it's like, who were you really playing with, though? Look, we got the Ten of Cups in reverse. Like I said, these people are losing. These non-emotional individuals that was trying to drain your loving energy right up out of you. Everything that was supposed to have been bestowed upon you, your blessings, they wanted to. You know how someone picks you up and they shake you in reverse and so everything falls out your pocket? Exactly. Okay? Just 1 minute, you guys. Sorry, y'all. As I was saying, okay, it's like, trying to just suck that out of you. Suck that love out of you. Okay? People wanted you to live in an illusion, like you could not express yourself, like you could not be who you were meant to be, who you're supposed to be. And that was in order to stop your blessings, okay? With that Ten of Cups. Alright? Pisces energy. Alright? Like I said, we have a lot of earth out here. But it's also people vibrating in that devil energy. Okay? That negative energy. Okay? Yeah, we have the Ten of Wands here. Now, for all these burdens and strifes caused upon your life, your path, your belief, having you in these illusions that life was not going to get any better for you and that you needed them. No, now they need you. Now where are you? You cannot be around these people. Sagittarius energy here, okay? Yeah, it could be a Sagittarius that wants to come and offer you something now, but it's really too late in the situation. You can't do anything. You can't get yourself out of this. Okay? This Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, death in reverse. It was like they were trying to cause a death to your finances, everything. But little did they know when they did whatever they did, they put it on themselves. Scorpio energy there. There could be a low vibrational Scorpio here, a demonic Scorpio that was working with these individuals to come up against you. Okay? This is somebody that swears they hate to see you win. Whether this is a stranger or this is somebody that you know. I'm getting that it's a stranger. It's a weird individual out here. Okay? It could be somebody that, if you do what I do, it could be somebody that watches you and they're just jealous or whatever, or you're just too connected and you're just too tapped in or something like that. Then we have the Two of Cups in reverse here. Yeah, this person is very hateful. They throw hate at the High Priestess here. They do things to slow the High Priestess down. They hate this High Priestess. Whatever you talk about, whatever you preach, whatever you do, they cannot stand this High Priestess. And this could have even been somebody, if you know this person, this could have even been somebody that you turned down a love offer with. That you will never turn around and grab their hand ever again in life, let alone conversate with this person. Okay? Huh. Yeah, what is this? Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles here. It's like, yeah, these people didn't want anything given to you. But it's like you were still receiving. And you're going to keep receiving. What is up? Taurus energy, okay? Wow. Whoever that I'm speaking to and this is resonating with, you are phenomenally grounded. You cannot be moved nor disturbed. Is it? Oh. Oh. Oh boy. So God's child is very much so in their path. Yeah, we have the King of Pentacles here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. They did not want you to have these financial blessings, okay? Because when it all comes down to it, all boils down to it, it's about these financial blessings, but also wealth of the spirit, of the soul, of the existence of one that you understand. That's why you so grounded. Okay, see? Uh-huh. But you know what? God said you're going to have this regardless of who's doing what. Don't tell nobody. Make them think that you just don't have anything. Make them think it. See, with the Four of Cups in reverse, it's like it's going backwards. It's like people are knowing that you're guiding them the right way, that you're giving them the right communication in order to move forward and not hold themselves back. They know these people that were trying to impression others and absorb your energy and walk in your light, your path, your understanding, your knowledge. These people could never. Okay? And now these individuals are being rejected, but you are being accepted as the light being, the star seed, the earth angel, okay? The all-seeing eye that you are. Alright? Mm-hmm. People got it twisted out here when they do things. And they think that everything's going to go in their favor because, ooh, I got this and I got that. Sometimes, baby, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And when they do fall, they crumble just, it's timber. And then nobody can hear them fall. It's a lonely forest when you're out there all alone. Okay, so, okay. Ooh, look at here. Judgment in reverse. Sometimes, maybe most of the time, when I get judgment in reverse, it's making the wrong call. It's thinking that basically karma does not exist, or what goes around comes around. And they were doing so much and they never thought that they would get caught doing this. They never thought that there'd be any judgment because people see me in this light that I'm not. And as long as I can keep that impression going here, then, it's going to be okay. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? The way things are playing out, it's like everybody's going to be able to see it. It's the public embarrassment for me. Okay? Look, we have the Ace of Cups. You're going to be blessed here. All right? Not only financially, spiritually. Okay? It's like your gifts are heightening. You're seeing more. You're knowing more. Like I said, the all-seeing, the all-knowing. All right? You're giving downloads here that's really giving you verification about who's doing what. Okay? You are meant to keep standing your ground. All right? You don't even have to fight about this. There's no argument. Just keep quiet. Okay? Keep quiet, child. Don't say nothing. Alright? Yeah, we have the Five of Swords. Okay? Like I said, there's a lot of mental conflict going on here. There's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of disputes. There's a lot of things here that is going to be put into the public eye. These people are going to let themselves be known that these are individuals that you need to steer clear of and stay out of their energy. Okay? You need to purify your energy, purify your home. Open your windows, open your doors. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, because this is a series of unfortunate events. As I'm thinking about Lemony Snickets, because that's what came to mind, a series of unfortunate events are coming these people's way. Okay? These are things that you cannot stop. They cannot derail them. They cannot stop anything coming to you and saying, well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, or I'm sorry, that's not going to help. Okay? At this point, what they did, they don't need to repent to you, and that's what it is. Yeah, with the Five of Wands here. All this conflict, all these disillusions, the bringer of chaos, erupting chaos. They conjure it. These are conjurers, okay? These are not people that are out here to see the good in humanity, the world, or even better, you. These are chaos mongers. These are conjurers of dispute, argument, need, famine. These are plagues, okay? And they're putting these plagues out all over the world. So when they sit there and tell you, oh, I do this or I do that, okay, the hand that makes the ingredient, is it righteous? Don't trip on me. Look what I said. The Six of Swords in reverse. It's supposed to be calm water, but yet and still they keep the seas abrupt with chaos. The waves are aggressive in action with the movement. Okay, like when the sun goes down, the tide comes in. Okay, it's like they're trying to keep the tide coming in, and just cover and just in chaos. It's chaos. Okay. Got Aquarius out here. Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay. Yeah, these are troublemakers. Look, King of Wands here. Okay, somebody that is aggressively. I feel like that King of Wands is aggressively going against somebody here. This may be someone here that you were dealing with that you turned down or rejected or anything. Like you could have worked for this person, or this could be, like a brother, a uncle, father. This is just somebody here that was trying to get over by using something of yours, something, your property, okay, or something, or someone is very envious of you. This could be an envious man that does not want to face the fact that, how should I say this? For a man to be jealous of a woman, that is beyond me, okay? Because you're a man, okay? I feel like this King of Wands here might want to be a woman, okay? And if it's a woman, they're vibrating in the King of Wands. So it's like they're not being true to themselves about who they really are. But they're jealous and hateful because you are who you are and they want to be you. Okay, this is somebody that never thought that they would face judgment for what they've done or what they're doing, or yeah, strength in reverse. Yeah, this is a weak, I don't want to say it like that, but this is a weak individual. Okay, this person's weak. They are powerless against you, and they realize this. They have no power. They have no control over you. And this is what this person was seeking, only to validate themselves, and they're not validating nothing but a sentence. Okay. Yeah, we have the hangman here trying to sacrifice. They made themselves the sacrifice. Everybody involved in this situation, anybody they offered money to, anybody that reached their hand out and took it, they extended their hand out and took it and only sacrificed themselves. Okay? Stuck in purgatory, okay? While wide awake. And do you know, spiritually, that is the worst torture that you can go through, because you're seeing things that you would never believe. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're seeing things that... Did you see that? No, I didn't see it. Wait a minute. Did you see that? Wait a minute. Where am I going? Why am I here? Their mind is gone. Okay? Their mind's gone. They took so much, and they've lied so much, and they've just done so much mischief and mayhem and chaos and conjuring up stuff to come after you. They've conjured their life into a spiritual trap. Yep, look at here, groupie. These are a bunch of people that set up, love you but hate you at the same time. But the hate overthrows the love. So why not do what we've been doing? We're going to get away with it. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you're seen. You're revealed. That veil dropped a long time ago, baby. Okay? A long time ago. People are getting what they got coming to them. And it's only because they involved themselves in something that they should have got more information about before they did it. Yeah, ignoring. Don't pay any attention to these people. Because they try to say things and look a certain way, but in reality, they're just dark as hell and they work for the devil and they don't even know that they gave their soul up already. So when it comes down to it, all you're going to get is the lingering of bad karma. That's all they're going to get. I mean, they've already made that. So it's like, honey, don't worry. They've signed and sealed. Yeah, shine. Say what you got to say. Keep it real. Don't hide yourself, because you are truly a blessing. Okay? Don't do that. That's why they're mad. They don't possess what you do. Stand in your purpose. Stand in your light. Do what you must do. Okay? Because they're mad. They mad. They're mad, boy. Reflecting in reverse. They're not reflecting on things that they need to be. It's like they need to be concentrating on their life and how to make it better as you have. You've done a lot of healing. You've come a long way. You're very much grounded here. Okay, you're with it. These people are in freaking nut house limbo or something. Yeah. Thought they were going to win. You cut these people off and they're stuck. They didn't believe how stuck they were going to be, but yeah. Okay? You're over here succeeding. You're winning. You never once called on these people. Look, want you back. You never once called on these people to help you once you turned your back on them. You knew, hey, if it's up, then it's stuck and it's going to be up. Okay? Cardi B was not wrong. Alright? Even when you feel down, you don't turn towards these people because you know they're all freaking demons. Okay? Everybody. And the more you elevate, look, wolf in sheep's clothing. Woo! And it, y'all, I was going to put the deck down and just flew out. Because that's the truth. You can't trust these people. They want you to, though. They want you to trust them. They want people to trust them. But you cannot trust these people. People are more heartless now than they've ever been. Okay? And spiritually bankrupt. Look at, what am I saying? Played out. Their concepts, their ideas, they're played out. So they got to feed off a new energy. Okay? So like I said, I would suggest aggressively protecting your energy, okay, against these people, because they're energy sap suckers. That's all they do. They set up and they try to be like another person, talk like another person, use words that another person, movements, gestures, just to try to get into that person's energy and fully take it over, drain them. Yeah, we have no facts at the bottom of the deck here. Yeah, they're just going off of what you say. And then, oh, now I can do what I gotta do because I heard what they say. Now I can piggyback off of that. Look, what did I say about people being intoxicated and things like that? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. But, you know, when you're doing things spiritually, don't be drunk and all that mess. Okay? And these people were doing things and it's just like, man, they took it too far. You know? And it is what it is. Don't let nobody take you out your element. They try to. Yeah, look. You hurt people's egos with your knowledge, your understanding, your gift, your willpower. They can't break you. Ooh, what do we do now? Not too much, because enough is going to be happening to you to where you can't even think straight. Look. Stalking. These are people that watch. They watch to see what you're gonna do, what you're gonna say, how you're gonna act, what today, what can I steal today? Yeah, look, fake accounts, forcer, yeah. It's like these are individuals that watch you from fake accounts. You got somebody here that's like they're trying to, all these people though, in a hole. They trying to force their way into your energy. And that's just not happening, okay? That's just not happening. And they're getting the backlash now, and they're scared as shit. Okay, excuse my language, but they're scared as shit. They can't even get it right. They're like, they don't know how to come now. They don't know what to do. Oh, but now they're going to act like, you know, look. Travel in reverse. They're stuck. They can't go anywhere. These people are trying to run. These people are trying to run. Their locations change every freaking 30 minutes. They're trying to get the hell away from things. But they can't run from it, okay? Yeah. People mad because they couldn't have you involved in love triangles with them. And they couldn't have you. Man, I don't know who in the hell or where the hell you went to school at. But they didn't teach your behind right. Or you just wasn't listening. Okay? Yeah, look. Like I said, they sit there and watch you. This is stuff. Nope. Creativity and karmic friends in reverse there. Yeah, they watch your creativity and they steal from you. Okay? These are individuals that wait to see until you're not watching or they don't think you're watching. To try to take your creativity away from you. Well, for each that does it, it comes right back on you. That's why you see so many of these people out here talking about, oh, they're stealing mine and they're putting it on this and that, or they're doing this. Well, you did it first. So it's just rolling downhill. It's a snowball effect. You thought you had that snowball uphill and had it in great hands where it wouldn't melt. But see, it's not melting. What's happening is you've lied so much is that it's rolling downhill and it's picking up momentum, and the more and more it rolls, the more snow is picking up and the more crap you're gonna have to clean up when it starts melting when it gets at the bottom. So all that work you put into taking somebody else's stuff, all that work you put into trying to take someone's overthrow someone's energy, or just keep them in the dark while you are illuminating yourself with their spiritual creativity. That's why. Okay? And that's what I came about to know. And I just knew it. And it's observing, it's watching. You know who the ops are. You know who they are. It's not a secret. They make themselves obvious. But then when things start going wrong for them, they want to cry wolf. They want to sit over here and they want to say, "Oh, I don't know why people." And no, that's not it. Okay, baby, because you did it first. You did it first. Okay? So some people that you're going to hear setting up here, it's legit. Okay? They're really getting stole from. These things are really happening to them. But some of these individuals, man, they was always your eye. They saw you and they saw what you was coming across with. They saw what you was standing for. They didn't like it. But you know what? They did like it in a way because they had to try to get in your energy and be like you. Loving and hating you at the same time, but the hate overthrow the love. So they ended up just doing what they do. Now it's like everybody got sleep in the bed that they made for themselves. Yours is nice and soft and cuddly while they're laying on freaking splinters and nails and things like that. And having nightmares and seeing things come out the wall and go back in. Things like that. People be like, no, that's not real. Oh, baby. Spiritual psychosis is something else. Okay? So they gonna be made believers. Okay, I love y'all. I hope that you got something out of this message, okay? Or some kind of understanding. Alright? And I love y'all. And keep God first always and always out here in this wicked, wicked world. With these wicked, twisted people. Okay? Love y'all. Bye-bye.